Hello guys, what is going on? I am back today with some more, not some more, I guess technically this is the first time I'm hunting Unown and Manaphy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, DTR? We gotta pay the Manaphy. Man-a-fee. How funny would it be if I got shiny Unown first encounter? How funny would it be if we got shiny Unown first encounter and still get the Orcs, and then I'm gonna have to play FNAF on stream? Not so fun, in my opinion. Okay. I would still love to get shiny Unown today, though, don't get me wrong. I would not hate that, personally. Also, I have caved in and I bought the pass just to get my Platinum Giovanni medal sooner. Help. My Joy-Con's dead, so no Unown tonight. Understood. Have a nice day. Man-a-fee. I have the software set using two hands on DS games. It's kind of annoying. I don't think it's... I mean, with a rubber band it may be possible, but on a controller it's annoying. I don't know, how many shinies are we getting this month? It's a great question. I'm gonna be honest, if we get one, I'd be happy. Why did I get banned yesterday? You know very well why, Bob. Because you're inconsiderate and very annoying. There you go. I put in a request. A request? What kind of request? Also, have you all seen... Yeah, I know Bob has 0 attention span. Bob, how can you watch a stream, but you cannot watch a 38-minute video that has been heavily edited and something is going on at all times, basically? I don't understand that logic. Put in a request for Bob's ban. You cut me explaining your Empoleon's luck. Well, the video is already 38 minutes long, so I cut a lot out of the video, DTR. I'm very sorry. Because me can talk to Dutch person. Wow. Cool. Another E. Hello. Is today an E day? I swear to God, every day there's one letter that's boosted for no apparent reason. Today might be E. Or I'm just really lucky right now. 2 encounters in 5 minutes? Jeez. Insane encounter rate. What the heck? Champions is just so boring if it isn't Wolf. That's a decent point, I guess. I genuinely would love to see Wolfie do a challenge like I did. I think that'd be great. Because I think Wolfie could actually, like, do pretty good, you know? Unlike me. I think it would be cool, but who knows? I don't think that's ever gonna happen, let's be honest. I don't know, I think it's one of the most best edited videos on my channel. Not the, I would say, but it's a pretty good edited video. I got no shiny today. Oof. How was Manaphy in the first slot of your party? It's an egg, Bob. You can put an egg wherever you want in your party. What? You sometimes show signs that you have a very smooth brain, Bob. I also did. I got my 1 Landorus. I don't know if I want to get a 2nd Landorus, you know? I might just save the pass for something better. Although Landorus itself is also not bad necessarily. I don't know. I think I'm saving my radar for whatever's next. What is next? I got bored of Trico. I'm doing Torchic now. Bob, isn't that literally the exact same? Just more button presses. Hold up. You know, I was gonna say we're not gonna get Shadow Deoxys, but we do have Shadow Darkrai, so there's a good chance. Although, I mean, they could do like, somehow like an alien-themed wild area. And then have Deoxys there. Ooh, is this the lowest number so far? 285? I'm gonna forget that 100%. But yeah, Source of Justice also makes sense, I guess, as the next Shadow. They all kind of suck though. Like Terrakion is pretty good actually, I'm pretty sure, but the rest kind of eh. I don't know. It would take 40 rage for Hex to get Shiny Shadow Deoxys. That's not too bad. 40 isn't bad. The issue is that there are 4 forms of Shiny Deoxys. And I kind of want all of them, you know? That would be the more annoying part. Too really early, too extremely long. Could be the case. That is definitely possible. Just like my mythical luck, like Deoxys and Shaman really long, Jirachi and Manaphy really short. Surely that happens, right? Gonna reach 100 Manaphy today. I mean, I really was expecting to do more than 100 Manaphy encounters on the first stream. Because it's supposedly about 40 seconds per encounter, but given that I play 3 games at once, it apparently is a little longer. I was expecting a thunderstorm yesterday. It's like raining here as well right now. It's most certainly interesting. Also, Bob, in case you were wondering, there's a very good chance there'll be an evening stream tonight. Okay? Today? Probably. I just had to get the Champions video out. Yeah, instead of an evening stream, you could have just watched the Champions video, you know? Was that the 3rd E of today? Still no shiny. Kinda cringe. I mean, the previous Unown went like almost 2.5 ults. I think. So if this one could just be faster, you know, that'd be pretty cool. But I somehow doubt it. Manaphy hatched from the egg. I wonder, this Manaphy surely can just be sent to Pokemon Home once I get it right. I hope. I don't know. Asking your Pokemon not to go over odds is just like asking a baby not to cry whenever they see the scariest thing ever. Yeah. I know. But like, I can hope. Are you suggesting maybe I shouldn't ask and just assume? I don't know. Yes, okay, well, believe me, Bob, I will not shut up about it. So, that's not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. Ooh, that's an R. I don't need that anymore. I also wonder if I'm counting Manaphy correctly. Because technically, I want to increase the counter when I check summary. But that just doesn't make sense in my brain. I have to click the encounter number when I hatch the egg. Even though the egg will never be shiny. That's still why I increased the number. I might forget it sometimes, I don't know. I assumed I would get a fast hunt on Leaf Green. That got me 4 weeks and 120 hours of shiny hunting. Is 120 hours even that much in Leaf Green? I don't know. Shiny Superior is almost best buddy. Nice, nice. Three encounters a minute. Yeah, so you did 360 times 60 encounters, which is like 20,000, 21,600 or something like that. Oh, it actually is 21,600. Okay, that was a guesstimate, but alright. Um, 21,600 encounters, and that is assuming you did it at max speed, which I definitely don't think you did 20,000 encounters, which, well, I've also done. Twice. I'm still working on one, actually. Oh, that reminds me. That Shaman is now my longest Chanyon ever. In terms of a lot of things. In terms of overall time, encounters, not odds. It's not my longest hunt in terms of odds. I don't think Venonat is ever gonna get dethroned, I'm gonna be honest. I hope not. I sure hope not, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. Knowing my luck, you know? I've also done hunts which went less than 4k back to back to back. I did? Which ones? Less than 4? What? Mew 3k. Oh, and then Deoxys 1 and Deoxys 2. That's a good point. Yeah, I sometimes forget about Mew. But Mew, Deoxys 1 and Deoxys 2 were done using a very slow encounter method. Whereas the current Deoxys and the Shaman were pretty fast. This Manaphy, I'd say, is pretty slow. If only it could shine from the egg, it would be a really fast hunt. But it can't shine from the egg, unfortunately. Hello there, Kavuki. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Have you done the shiny hunt for Latios in ZA? Yes, I have every single shiny in ZA. There's a video on YouTube about it. I've been doing it for 3 days and no shiny with level 3 Sparkle. Latios. I'm assuming if you're doing Latios, you can see it despawn and reappear, right? I'm assuming. Yo, Miguel, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? It's the reset one. That is Latios. No, I'm stupid. It is Latios. Okay. I'm actually stupid. I'm assuming... Yeah, no, I'm stupid. Kavuki, you are saved at the bottom of the teleport, and then you... Yeah, okay, fair. If you are not feeling great about it, one thing you can do is just catch it, check its nature and stats, then reset your game, catch it again, check its nature and stats again. I don't know how autosaves work, so that might not work. I'm not sure, but you can always try and figure out. You can't? Okay, well, fair enough. Autosaved, yeah, okay, fair enough. Hello there, the Anton. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, I really hope in Gen 9 you can turn off autosave again, because it's kind of crappy. You might still be able to do it with a backup save, but that's pointless, because then you're definitely generating a new one. Gen 9, Gen 10, whatever. Whatever. Gen 9, Gen 10, it's Gen too many. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Kabuki. Just hunt one in Ultra Sun. Fair. Open 36x Shiny Sprigatito? Nice! I've already hatched 102 Manaphy eggs. This hunt is gonna take a while. I have a feeling. But good for you, Anton. That's really nice. How long did my first Sprigatito take? I really don't know. 102 no shiny Manaphy, you're so unlucky. I know, right? You also found another one down. Okay, that is pretty lucky then, definitely. I don't know, I'll genuinely be happy if I get a shiny this month. I'd say for the elevator before going up, it just feels like I'm doing Sovereign Run? Because it's taking so long. Yeah, I don't know. If you really feel like you might have screwed it up, you can always just try and re-find it. And go for it again. No, I'm assuming he hasn't. One thing you can do, Kavuki, is you can just make, like, go out of range, make sure it despawns. Oh, no, because that doesn't matter if you already loaded it once, it stays. That doesn't work, actually, never... No, it should work. Yeah, you should be able to just walk away to make sure it despawns and then come back and then try again. Should work, I feel like. Hello there... Fakey? Welcome to the stream, how are you doing? I had a feeling it was going to happen because 6 days earlier I found a fortune cookie and it said on a magical Saturday, dreams will come true. Very interesting. I did save before going out, then I went up reset. Yeah, I mean, if you just want to be sure, you could just fly back to the beginning. And, set it up again. If, like, I don't know, if you're really sure that you didn't mess it up, then I guess... Not necessary. Name game? You mean the names of the games that I'm playing. I'm playing Alpha Sapphire, Diamond, and Shining Pearl. This is Shining Pearl, right? Yes. Omega Ruby, Diamond, and Shining Pearl. I'm playing. Well, I mean, Diamond is literally on screen a lot. It just can be. I'm having bad luck. Yeah, probably. Let's be honest. I've only once done a hunt where I accidentally shiny locked a Pokemon. Like, out of over 1,000 hunts, I've done that once. So, it's probably just unlucky. Rajigigas, yeah. I found a full art shiny Unown and Legends Arceus. Ooh. I can't find full art shiny Unown and Legends Arceus, but nice. I don't think I found a shiny Unown and Arceus. Probably not, no. You can't find full art. No, you can. If you just don't complete the Unown. Wait. No, I don't think you can. No, you can't find full art shiny Unown and Legends Arceus. That's not possible. You're right. That's not possible. 2 times over odds now with Sparkling Power level 3 and Shiny Charm. It happens. It was a D. I think D was one of the first ones that I got. I don't remember exactly though. It's been how long has it been since my second shiny Unown hunt? Probably over a year, right? Probably. I really didn't think Unown was... I knew Unown was gonna take up a lot of the time in the shiny living form decks, but I wasn't expecting this much time. I kind of really underestimated this hunt. When I get a shiny, I'm going to catch it in a Safari Ball. Oh yeah, because you can just save before. Yeah. I sometimes forget that that's an option. I don't think I've... Apart from when Scarlet Violet was genuinely just new, I never save before catching a shiny. Oh, like 4 times over odds for a wrong shiny Compostkin. Yeah, that did happen. First ever shiny I found was a shiny Carnivine, but I found it in the Crimson Myers. What was the first shiny I got in Legends Arceus? Something yellow. Because basically only things I ever got was yellow shinies in that game. I have like 20 Safari Balls from Hyperspace. Oh, fair enough. I personally really don't care what balls I catch shinies in. Unown. If it's on Auras, it's gonna be repeat balled. If it is in BDSP, I have no clue what balls I have on this game, to be honest. And Manaphy can only be in an egg. In a Pokeball. Although I wouldn't be surprised if I can change the Pokeball that the Manaphy comes in, but I think I've done enough glitch abusing for this hunt already. I actually kind of wonder what balls I have in BDSP. I'm expecting to quick ball it, but fair enough, Bulb. I would not be surprised if when I was younger I had a shiny run away, or I ran away from a shiny, I guess technically it would be then. Because I didn't know what a shiny was. But I really don't know, because it would have to have been in black and white. And well, shinies are rare there. It's really hard to say. Random shiny Alpha Scyther, damn. I got my first Shelfa like a month and 10 days ago or something like that. I have memory of getting a shiny Audition Y, but I have no idea if it was mine or a YouTube video. Fair enough. It didn't upset me because BDSP starter new file got Pokeballs first encounter shiny Starly. Damn. Ow. Impressive. I found a shiny Starly in a briefcase simulator. Really cool, I know. After like, within 200 encounters, I'm pretty sure. What balls do I have in this game? I have 3 quick balls and 2 dusk balls and an ultra ball and all the 12 repeat balls. That should definitely be enough, I think. My Raven shiny in Legends Arceus is shiny Alpha Eevee female down. That's a nice one. First shiny Alpha Pokemon was shiny Alpha Lopunny that I rarely discovered when I was trying to find it the cherry. No, I had to specifically hunt a shelf. I don't like shiny hunting in Legends games too much. That's my opinion. The shiny Shieldon and Moon. Good for you, Bob. What is the rarest shiny that I have? That's a good question, you know. I just ask myself, what would be the rarest shiny I have? Manaphy? Well, I don't really have it yet. Rare mark, Kling Kling, and Sword. I mean, I guess specific personality marks, maybe. But if you don't count marks, but count practically everything else, I wonder what it would be. I don't think it's anything super interesting. What do you mean with that? Like, so what game it was caught, what route it was caught, that counts. Maybe even what ball it was caught in, although I don't use special balls. Like, if you take all of that into account, but not the marks, what would the rarest shiny be that I have? Shiny Terry mark for Corona and Violet. Ooh. Interesting. I mean, it could be rare because of the personality marks. It technically makes them rare, you know. Almost all the evolutions of Eevee, Alpha, and Shiny, and most of them wasn't from hyperspace. Almost forgot that you could do that in hyperspace. And also, like an hour after the Shiny Carnivine, I saw the Shaking Tree and I decided to just attack it for some reason, and the Shiny Burmy, that was male. Female is better to get, but still not bad, you know. It's pretty nice. Shelf of Sylveon from Zone 20. Damn. I have 0 there, a pain to hunt. Most from under the tower in area 20. I have like quite a couple of Shelfas in ZA. I genuinely would not know which ones. I have an Aggron. That's about all I know. I definitely have more, but that's the one that comes to mind quickest. Like, I remember when I made like a checklist of stuff that I wanted to do. On my checklist I put to get a Shelfa. Yeah, Bob, but I have definitely done rarer hunts than that. If you count everything. Well, I meant PLA. Yeah, no. I was first like, you have all Shelfa evolutions? Damn, that's rare. Oh, but in ZA, oh. I mean, without hyperspace, it's still impressive, but not nearly as impressive as it would be in Arceus. Hot take. Hating has the worst shiny. What has the worst shiny? Hating? What? Boop, boop. 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 Actually gonna do some stuff on my RBS real quickly. This is so much better. I've never thought of this before. One PLA shiny Alpha Eevee is nearly impossible. But it is possible. You could do it. I have about 3 boxes of shiny Shelfas in ZA. Half of them not from hyperspace, and in Arceus I have 4 boxes. Damn. Y'all be shiny hunting them Alphas. I don't think I have that many Shelfas in ZA. And definitely not in Arceus. ZA randomly discovered a shiny Alpha Eevee and evolved it into Leafeon. Leafeon definitely has a shiny. That is one of them. First Alpha in ZA was random Hippo. What was my first shiny in ZA? I think it was Pichu, right? From Zone 1? Was it my... yeah, I think that was my first shiny in ZA. In my original playthrough, I got no shinies, and then in my second playthrough, where I did like a bunch of shiny quests, I got a Pichu. I guess I'm stuck in my way, so Unown is my main hunt right now, and I'm trying to get every static Shelfa. Is that 2 E's in a row? Hello? Was there something in between? There might have been something in between, I don't remember, but that's not bad. It's not shiny though, so it doesn't really matter in the end. My most recent Shelfa was random Shinx. Damn. Thought you were about to say, is that too easy? What? What? No, Shannon thing every Unown, especially in ZA, is hard. I'm so lucky that one of my my final shiny Unown is a friend Unown. Like, that is... like, I'm genuinely blessed by that. The coolest thing I have is a Regitrio and Oras. I just love them so much. I shiny hunted the entire Regitrio and Oras as well, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I think I did. He did get shiny Palkia, right? I'm pretty sure he got it. I don't know if DTR is aware of that. Bob actually got a shiny Palkia. Oh, applause. After like 2 years, he got it. Kinda crazy. Do it again? I wasn't looking. Oh yeah, no, not me doing the entire shiny living dex again because DTR missed the final shiny. No, that's fair. That's a good point, honestly. Gonna hunt on the Mega Ruby. Bob is about to hunt Palkia in every single game possible. How many games can you hunt Palkia in? Diamond? Platinum. Can you technically hunt him in Heart Gold Soul Silver? Probably. Or as Ultra Moon. Oh. Sword Shields. BDSP. I said Diamond, right? Oh, it's Pearl. Oh, I'm stupid. Purple Platinum, Oras, Ultra Moon, Shining Pearl, Sword Shield. Is he shiny on Heart Gold Soul Silver? I think technically so, right? I could be wrong. But yeah, no, I wouldn't count that. Have fun with that. Yeah, no, I can very much attest that egg hunts aren't the most amount of fun ever. 500 resets. I mean, you can do the same hunt that I'm doing for Manaphy right now for it. It is possible. Yes, also in Heart Gold Soul Silver, it is possible. The setup is just different. Sonic's run for that trio down. Did he get it as well? Or did he just go for it? It's quite a difference, you know? Yes, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I love Sonic's vids. I don't really watch any shiny hunting videos, I'm gonna be so honest. Like, I actually don't watch any. Is the 3 Gen 7 starters from Gen 7? Oof. Bro really likes torture, doesn't he? How many shinies did I explicitly go out of my way to not hunt them the easiest way possible, according to my rules? Furfur, probably, maybe. I don't know, Pokerator and SOS are very similar to me. 3 Gen 2 starters from Gen 3? From Gen 3, goddamn. I mean, for example, like, Turtwig, I guess. I used a couple of badge quests where I did some hunts the hard way. Basically, any shiny I got in Sword Shield that wasn't Masudat would probably count. 95 reaction, Gen 3 shiny video. It's my favorite shiny hunting background music. Count, fair enough. Yeah, I just don't have that much time available, you know, to do stuff like that. I'm working on so many other things as well, including school. Guys, I have a job interview in 9 days. Help. I don't know, I'm about to have, after I get Javachi and the Deoxys, every shiny in Gen 3. Ew. He makes me wanna hunt all Fire Leaf Green shinies. Good luck. My favorite music to play during shiny hunting is Ultra Kill music. I have no clue what that is. You know what music I play during shiny hunting? The entire Pokemon OST randomized. Which is what you're listening to right now. It's also not the entire Pokemon OST. It's most of it, but not all of it. Just put in an application to volunteer at the secondhand shop. Yeah, but like, I would like to actually earn some good money, you know? So eventually I can move out. That's kind of the plan. Another E. Hello. We're getting E's today. Also, that's a very low numbered Manaphy. It was like 4016. We saw something in like, what, the 200s today, right? I think. Ultra Kill is a shooter game that takes place in Hell, specifically the Dante's Inferno Hell. Very interesting. 248. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I think I was thinking 284, but 248 is like super similar. I want every shiny legend in Oras. Good luck. Good luck. You can do it. It's not that bad. I just hope you for Pokemon win some ways. There's a way to shiny on the legendaries older. I hope so too, bro. Like, how many shinies can I... Okay, excluding mythicals. If you just exclude mythicals, because they're not going to be shiny until anytime soon. How many shinies are currently unobtainable according to my rules? I think it starts in Gen 7 with Cosmog, Cosmoem. Everything else is available, but then Gen 8, it just becomes annoying. Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, Kapfu, Urshifu, Spectra, Glastric, Calyrex, Enamorus. And then Gen 9 just puts another massive pile on top with Wo-Chen, Chen-Pao, Chi-Yu, Tinglu, Miraidon, Koraidon, Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, Iron Boulder, Iron Crown, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, Okidogi, Ogerpon, not Petulant, Terrapagos. It's a lot, man. The Artist Legends will be the Sky ones. Yeah, they're not fun. I've done them for Tornadus and Thunderous. They're not great in my opinion, but it's not the worst ever either. Like if you really wanted, you definitely can do that. It's not too bad. Pecha's a mythical. That's why I said no, not Pecha. Did I miss any? I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Oh, Melton Melmetal. Yeah, I forgot those. Pecha's... Yes, exactly. That's why I said no, not Pecha though, because I was excluding mythicals from my list. On my 2DS I'm hunting Mesprit and Auras. Alright. Bro is asking for that timeout. Crazy. No, don't want to open the Pokédex. To prepare for the Dialga and Palkia hunts. Do you need, like, the Lake Guardians in order to hunt Palkia and Dialga? I don't remember. We're also doing this without Charm, right? Gootest of Luckest. Opening the rest of the Sprigatito eggs. Good luck. How many eggs do you gather before hatching? I used to do, like, about 150 eggs before hatching. But the encounter type sucks. Oh, for Palkia and Dialga? Yeah, I know. Palkia, Dialga, Thunderous, Tornadus, Landorus, Giratina. Those are like the sky ones, right? Oh, one sandwich. What? What are you talking about, DTR? Yum. Oh, fair enough. Good point. Bum, 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 bum. We've done 6 encounters in 42 minutes. We do about 1 encounter every 7 minutes today for Unown E. It's not that bad. 1 encounter every 7 minutes I think is pretty good. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that is a good amount. You know, once we get a shiny, or once we get a Manaphy with an ID between 0 and 8, that's when I should have a shiny. There's like a 1 in 8,000 chance, oh, between 0 and 7 I meant. There's a 1 in 8,192 chance that I get a Manaphy with an ID between 0 and 7. I wonder what will happen first, a shiny or that. Or maybe Manaphy will be shiny if its ID is between 0 and 7. I don't know. I doubt it. I'm gonna hunt all 3 starters and play always till Master Ball. That will give me 4 in total. And right now I'm planning to Master Ball Palkia Horror. Or Giratina and Lugia. Good luck, Bobbert. Oh, in Omega. Yeah. Makes sense. The other legendaries I've hunted, the only ones I would hunt for a second time if they're in Winds and Waves, are Reggies. Yeah, I think we've talked about that a lot recently. I'm not... The only Pokemon I'm willing to rehunt in Winds and Waves is Gimmighoul, Goldengo. Because I hunted them in... Those are the only Pokemon in my Shiny Living Dex I count from Legends EA. Just because hunting them in Scarlet and Violet is a genuine nightmare. I might at some point return to that though. I think my plan is to wait for Winds and Waves to release. If Gimmighoul's not available in Winds and Waves, base game, then I'll shiny hunt them in Scarlet Violet. Even if it's very painful, I can double hunt it. Like, it ain't the worst thing ever, but I can double hunt Gimmighoul. In Scarlet Violet. It's not pretty, but it's possible. I got shiny Regigigas and Auras. I'll have 3 in total. Down. I don't think... Oh, the only shiny legendaries have multiple of are Latios, Latias, and the swords. You can't catch a shiny Gimmighoul. Yes, you can. In raids only. Yes, I know that the ones on the towers are shiny locked, but in raids it's not. But shiny hunting in raids is really annoying, but I don't know. I've done like over 3,000 encounters for it already that way, have I not? I have the number written down somewhere. If I ever want to return to the hunt. It's just so unbearably slow. I just hope it's gonna be faster in Gen 10 in Winds and Waves. But given that Gimmighoul was in ZA, I somehow doubt it will even be in Winds and Waves. You know? I'm hoping. 2 Tornadoes, I have 2 shiny Moltres and Zapdos. I'm wondering if I maybe accidentally got a shiny once in Sword Shield Legendary, but I don't think I have. Like, there are a bunch of shinies I have dupes of, but Legendary-wise, I think it's just a bunch from ZA. You know what would be really cool? If Pokemon Winds and Waves just did not have a shiny lock anymore. I somehow doubt that's gonna happen, but it would be really cool. I'm gonna get my second Articuno when I get it in Leaf Green. Good luck. I don't know, I really don't like Full Loss hunting too much. I really like shiny hunting Pokemon the fastest way possible. I think I've said that before quite a couple of times. That's more ridiculous than you asking for fast hunts. I know. I know. They're gonna be shiny looks 100%. But it would be cool if there weren't. Would be cool. Alright, unknown 34. War Beast would also be cool. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. 3400 unknown E in Shining Pearl. It's still nothing. I would really love Unown to be shiny in Auras over BDSP. Because it'd be kind of weird if I got 27 shiny Unown in Auras and then 1 in BDSP. It'd be a bit weird. I'd take it. I just want to get the Unown hunt over and done with, and then I can shiny on Jirachi every day! Yippee! No, I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds so much fun. Streamer Watch got 8 shinies in a Nuzlocke and lost it all to Misty. To Misty? How? Is this a Heart Gold Soul Silver Nuzlocke? Wait, how do you lose? How do you get 8 shinies and then lose to Misty? What? Leaf Green? How? Did he at least keep his shinies, like send them to home or something, or did he not? I wasn't there, bruh. A streamer I watched. Well, apparently you didn't watch them. It's a she. My bad. Oh, this Unown has good IVs. Fun fact. This Unown, I'm pretty sure, has like 3 perfect IVs or something like that. That is kind of funny. Want to know the name? You can put the name in chat and I'm not going to know who it is, Bob. Probably. Very likely. I am Sauce. That is a name. No, I've no clue what that is. Lamb sauce. Why didn't you... Do they not capitalize or do you not capitalize, Bob? I don't, bruh. You are not very smart, Bob. I feel like I'm sauce makes more sense than lamb sauce. What the hell is lamb sauce? Lamb. Correction, she got 7. Oh. Well, fair enough. That's still crazy, though. Did she hunt them, or did she just stumble upon them doing a Nuzlocke? Like, that's crazy, bro. Oh, she actually hunted them. Wait, was she doing a shiny Nuzlocke specifically, then? Probably. That's crazy. Okay, fair enough. Hardcore Nuzlocke? I'm assuming. Because let's be honest, if I was doing a shiny only Nuzlocke, why the frick would I not overlevel? If I already poured this much time into shiny hunting, why would I not overlevel to make sure I can beat the next gym? Sounds pretty silly. Oh, also, 40 Cakes this weekend is gonna get the next gym badge for his, what is it, Emerald Shiny Professor Oaks Challenge. Ooh. I would say I'm doing a Nuzlocke until one of my Pokemon dies. Oh, I feel that. Me and Dice recently did a Soul Link of Too Many Types 2. And we did the Soul Link until we lost, and then we didn't do the Soul Link anymore. Pretty sure we lost pretty early on. It's a hard game. It really is. Hihihiha. Bum, ba, bum. Thanks. I'm happy I turned that down, man. That was so loud. Holy moly. That's me laughing. Then why didn't you do the... Oh, you did do the redeem. DTR did the pipe clang. That's my eardrums being burst. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I turned it down. It's not as loud anymore. But it's still loud, to be fair. But it was worse at some point. Ah. I don't want ah, I want eh. What? I don't know. What are you wanting about? What? Amogus. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I tried Amogus again recently to try and get like all achievements on Steam. No. No, it's not happening. You think Mr. Me will have a girlfriend next time he's in stream? No, I don't think so, Bob. Me using up my remaining oxygen when I see bro in a spacesuit. I mean, if you see bro in a spacesuit, you already know you're dead. Might as well use all the remaining oxygen you have to, you know, sing the Among Us theme song. That's a very high Manaphy. Somewhere in the 65,000s is the highest possible. First start with drawing 3 lines, then make 2 of them are both sides longer or shorter. Then make them connect to them, then make that connecting you into a square. Very interesting. That is definitely a sentence that has grammar in it. You're great at reading. Am I really that bad at reading? I swear to God that message just is not grammatically correct. First start with drawing 3 lines. With no comma, by the way, here. Then make 2 of them are... Then make 2 of them are both sides longer or shorter. No. That's just not a sentence. I refuse to believe that. I'm weird sometimes. Have you considered you might have dyslexia? Or are you just not natively English? That could also be a great reason. DTR's gaslighting me again. Wom Bob. No, DTR, to be fair though, Bob is still learning English, like in school and stuff. We gotta help him. What's dyslexia? Do you not know what that is? How do you explain dyslexia to somebody that doesn't know what dyslexia is? I don't know. You see letters in different places and can't read them properly and can't write. Like, I don't... How do you explain dyslexia? Someone who has trouble with reading. Yeah, but it's not necessarily dyslexia. That could be a lot of other things. You could also just have bad eyesight. If you have good eyesight, but you still struggle with reading, that is probably dyslexia. I'd say. That's a pretty decent explanation. That's about as good as it gets, I suppose. 5 to the power 5 is 3,125. Yeah, I believe that. To the power 5, damn. I know to the power 3 is 125, obviously. Then 625, and then... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And then after that it is 15,625. Alright, I'm dumb. I mean, who knows 5 to the power 5 from the top of their head. It's kind of interesting if you do. Me? Sure. My brain saw 5 times 5 equals 3,125. Bruh. Bruh. Bob, if you were to say 5 to the power 5 in Dutch, do you actually say like 5 to the power 5, or do you say 5 to the 5th? What's like Belgium normally? How do y'all do that? Because both are technically correct here, but everybody says 5 to the 5th. If you're still learning math, we gotta help. 5 to the 5th? Fair, okay. That's the proper way, I'd say. What's 9 plus 10, Bob? Ooh, surely Bob knows that, right? You'd think? Okay, he knows. He knows. What's 9 plus 10? $21. Yeah. Everybody knows that. I actually wonder, you know? What if you were to do like some kind of math test, and somewhere on the test you have to do 9 plus 10? What if you did 21? Do you think teachers would count that as correct? Surely, right? Some at least. I don't know, I feel like a lot of teachers don't know the meme. Probably. Unfortunately. Do you think it's possible to teach your kid fractions in preschool? In preschool? I mean, it's possible. But why? Don't you start with do you have fractions in elementary school at all? I swear to God, you start that in high school. There, 100%, you do not get fraction addition in elementary. Like, I knew what a square was, like, in 4th grade, when we learned it in 7th grade. Dude, I remember in 7th grade, we had a quiz that the teacher did not tell us in advance, right? They basically were like, alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a quiz. Here's a list of 50 numbers, and I'm asking you to square them all. Every mistake you made is -1 on your grade. Dude, I remember there were multiple people that got a 1 because they did not know what a square was. After we talked about it for 2 lessons straight. No. I know what the square root of 49 was in 3rd grade. I somehow doubt that. Balloon! Oh, that's a good point. Balloony, balloony. I knew it was square when I was a baby. I'm sure you did, buddy. Uh-huh. The square goes into the square hole. Also, why in English do you call it square root and not just root? I mean, I guess people say root as well, but... Okay, that's fair, Bob. I guess that makes sense. Where does a triangle go? Into the square hole. Duh. Balloon time. What do you have? You have fire. I don't hate that. The circle goes in the black hole? No. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. What's that called, Bob? What is that called, Bob? Have cute Pokemon? Fair. I was gonna say, do we have an exact 6-hour time difference? But no, it's probably like 8 hours. The Pyotriogram theorem. Something like that. Yeah, close enough, Bob. I'll give it to you. Pythagorean theorem. Guess where I am? I don't know, in a black hole? Okay, so then what is a, Bob? I don't think you can type that, actually. West America. Isn't it, like, genuinely, like, midnight there? What's the time in West America? I'm on +1, West America's on, like, -7. It's like 8-hour time. Wouldn't it be, like, 4 AM? Square root of... Yeah, good for you, Bob. Knows math. Crazy. Also, dude, I need to catch 6 more Kalos Pokemon. Help. No, Bob. 3:07. Shouldn't you maybe go to bed then? AM. Well, yeah, I could tell AM. That one was pretty obvious, I would say. Wasn't the square root divided by 2? Right. Hello there, Mr. Me. What was a question for you, Mr. Me? But welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a nice day, dude. No, I don't. Yes, you did. Very good. Done some gardening yesterday. Damn. I hate that. Oof. Can I scroll up in chat far enough? No, it doesn't go back far enough, I don't think. The question was whether you have a girlfriend today. I don't know why. But that's the question that Bob had. Nope. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was expecting to be the answer, I'm gonna be honest. Single Pringle. Crazy. I don't know, isn't being single just nicer though? Go eat that Pringle. No. No, I don't think so. I'd have told you guys anyway. Probably. I don't doubt that. What the freak? What the freak? We would not have believed you is crazy. Probably correct, but still crazy. If you have a girlfriend, why the frick would you be in a Haxlar chat? We should ask Taiga. Taiga is the only person that I think has been in chat frequently while having a girlfriend. I guess Bill from a year ago, yeah, I was just about to say that. Kermit? Oh, that's a good point. I kind of forgot about him. They're cheating though? Yeah, that's a good point. Who dated himself or Mon? What, Bill? I still don't believe Bill's in a relationship. I'm gonna be so honest, bro. Oh, hold up. Why is this NPC frozen in his walking animation? That's cursed. That's really cursed. Cheating? Yeah, Taiga put on cheats to get a girlfriend. We don't count Taiga. Not cheating as in adultery, but as in cheat mode. Put in the Konami code or something, I don't know. Yeah, fair, but that's not what we meant. What happens if I try to exit the building while the dialogue box is on screen? Am I gonna crash my game? I kinda wanna test it out now. Oh, I can't test it out because I can only do 2 steps. Never mind. I can't test it out. Would Hex be a cheater? What do you mean, would I be a cheater? Oh. No, what the frick, Bob? What kind of question is that, my man? What the heck? What the heck? I also would like to point out that in the last 10 plus encounters, we have not done an unknown encounter in OS. What part of the question makes you mad? Just everything, Bob. The parasocialness, mostly, probably. You care too much about my life sometimes, I feel like. Guess what? Chicken butts! Ow. Done some grinding in Pokeballs working yesterday. Alright, fair enough. I mean, how do you define cheating, DTR? Is heavily glitch abusing cheating? Because if so, I'm literally doing that to Shiny Hunt Manaphy right now. I'm gonna report it to your boss. Right. I thought you meant dating. Then why did you say except Uno? As in, you know, the card game Uno? Which is also not dating? What? I thought you made a specific exception for Uno, the game. What? Don't cheat in anything but Uno. Yeah, exactly. But is cheating in video games that bad? Assuming it's not done for a competitive advantage. I'm making a joke. Yeah, I get that. But then why were you confused with saying, oh, I thought you meant dating? I don't know. Oh, you got shiny Meloetta and 2 Shadow Purify Hunters in the space of an hour? Do I have shiny Meloetta? I think so. I'm still missing Keldeo and Diancie though. Cheating is bad when it's done for a prize, yeah, exactly. I need to catch, what, 6 more Kalos mons, and then I need to feed berries in gyms, but I don't have berries, because I've not left my house in a couple of days. Yeah. Yeah. Also, for Room Shiny has released in Pogo. I probably should start hatching 12Ks again. It's actually not a terrible idea of myself. I've not hatched them in a while after I got Salandid. You played Shadow Entei? No. Didn't see a reason to play, so I didn't. Nobody here will ever be in a relationship except Hex in 2032, so it doesn't matter. Right. I mean, the only things I want to get from 12Ks right now is Shiny for Room and Shiny Female Salandid. The rest is garbage to me. Does Shiny Strudel exist in Pogo? No, right? I don't think so. Only done 3. Yeah, fair. What's your prediction of me? You're not gonna live past 30, Bob. No, sorry, that was mean to say. That was really mean to say. That's not true. No, I think... I don't know, it depends. Assuming Bob is like 15 right now, I think within 10 years Bob will have a relationship. Maybe even have had 2 by then. That was a thread. I didn't mean it that way. Also, definitely did not mean it that way at all. Bob would be the type of person to cross the street while not looking, you know? That's what I was referring to. But not that. But no, I think within 10 years Bob will be in a relationship. I tend to do that. Okay, well, I think in 10 years Bob is either dead or has a girlfriend. That's my prediction. What's that, 2036? Yeah, that's my prediction personally. Or boyfriend. I don't know. I am judging. No. Okay, just girlfriend then. Fair enough. Spirits me? Oh, it will be at your doorstep. Uh-huh. I'm scared, Bob, already. So scared. No. The worst part is, if Bob is dead within 10 years, there's no way for us to know. Bob will all of a sudden stop sending messages in the Discord and stop showing up the streams, but it could be because he just lost interest, you know? We'll never know. And I mean, if he does have a girlfriend, he probably also stopped showing up the streams. So regardless... I mean, that means if Bob is not on stream anymore in 10 years, I was probably correct. I might not be streaming anymore in 10 years. Who knows? I did not consider that for some reason. I really don't know. I like streaming, but I've also really thought about it. If I have a full-time job, like, I work till 4, right? I still have to cook and eat dinner. Like, when do I stream? It's, like, and when do I just rest? Like, I really don't have much time, you know? I don't know. If I get a girlfriend, she'll be in stream too, or it's break up. If she doesn't want to. I predict Bob will get a cat in 10 years. Job, car, saving to move out. Bob will not get a car, I don't think. Start streaming, Bob be very single. I don't think Bob is gonna start streaming either. He might, I don't know. Weekends. Yeah, I can, but like that just doesn't sound like, only streaming on weekends sounds not enough. It's an option. I could stream more on weekends, I don't know. I like Mr. Me's prediction. I don't hate it either for Bob. It's quite a good one. More than I'm gonna die in 20 years, yeah. This also reminds me of Neo the Oni. Either 1, they're drowning in Texas, or 2, they died in a car crash. Either those 2 things, or there's extremely hiatus. I have no clue what you're talking about, bro. I'm gonna be so honest. I predict Mr. Me's life. I mean, Mr. Me's life, I feel like is not too interesting to predict. He's gonna get a job soon, gonna get a girlfriend soon after that, get a family. I think Mr. Me within 10 years has his first child or is expecting one. I don't know, I feel like Mr. Me is gonna live a very normal life. I don't know. Could be wrong. No chance. Oh, you're not getting kids? Fair. Single job, hits 85, dating, dies at 334. What a great prediction. No children for a long time. I mean, in 10 years, you're like 30-ish. What, you want to get kids when you're 40? That doesn't sound interesting. No, I don't think he's gonna get a kid accidentally. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I don't like that. Interesting. I mean, I feel like around 30 is like normal age to get kids. No? I don't know. Some people do it at 20. That is too early. I fully agree with that, but I think 30 is not necessarily too early. I'll take care of the kid. I think Mr. Me might get a restraining order on Bob. Wouldn't be surprised. I think early to mid-30s. I mean, it's a little more than 10 years. And your opinion on that can change. Like, what if in 10 years you're like late 20s? Probably. No, guys! I am literally 1 away from reverse boobs. Oh, why? That's crazy. Manaphy, almost, bro. Almost. The meaning of taking care of will depend on your likeness with the kid. Oh god. I'm a soon to be an uncle and it's already too much. DTR the babysitter? Oh. I was actually thinking, am I gonna hit 58,008? And I hit 58,007. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, I can't hit 85,000. 80,085 is not a number you can hit, unfortunately. But 58,008 is. But then I hit 58,007. God damn it. Guys, what will we get first? A shiny or spoob? Can we get Speeve? No, there's no V letter, no V number. Damn. Yeah, like, I wanted kids early and 47 of them about a year ago, but then I babysit once and it's definitely not the plan anymore. Damn. 4 to 7 kids. I don't understand why you'd want that ever. Like, maybe when you're, like, 10 and don't really know how the world works, maybe then you want a lot of children, sure. But you mean, like, a year ago, you wanted up to 7 children? That's crazy. In this economy? Like, what kind of mansion are you gonna live in? Or what was the plan initially? Like, how? Imagine when I'm an old man and I have that many people to look after me. That's a horrible reasoning to get children, in my opinion. There was a family with 3 kids, then quadruplets. Oh, that's something. That's interesting. No, that's great. Dude, if you ever get triplets, and they're all male, you have to name them Huey, Dewey, and Louie, right? Legally, that's required, I think. An unwritten rule, yeah, exactly. You watch the news, by the way, DTR? Damn. Educated much? I don't like babies specifically. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you want kids, right, you have to take care of them for, like, what is it, like 23 years or something like that? Like, the first 3 years, they're babies. After that, they might be cool to have for about a couple of years. And then eventually they become teenagers and they're a nightmare to have. Like, why would you want children? I don't know. it's toddlers that are the worst for me. I don't know, I don't know. You also have to keep in mind, what if you get children that are challenged, right? Which of course you'll probably still love them, but it's not what you were hoping for, probably. They're easier as babies, then when they learn to walk, they destroy everything and eat anything. Yep. But as babies, they cry a lot and keep you up at night. It's also not great. Exactly why I don't want kids, yeah. I'm a nightmare of maintenance. Yeah. And I'm sure your parents don't mind it. Like, I'm quite sure of that. But I mean, yeah, they probably would have enjoyed it more if you had less maintenance, so to speak. Imagine having a son who's blonde, has an obsession with video games, doesn't go outside, his friends is an ex-bully. Okay, that one is just weird. I start streaming as a VTuber and has a 0 chance of getting grandkids. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, there's a very... Oh, now we're 30 way away from Spoob. Why do we keep getting so close? Yeah. Ex-bully. Guys bullied me in elementary school to the point where I wasn't allowed in my house anymore. Even though we still were friends at the same time. It was really weird, elementary school, but... after that, not anymore. Dice and I were both really weird kids in elementary school. I know, right? Crazy story. You two weird, and as if you are not weird, Bob. Excuse me? You're not invited to my birthday is like being shot as a kid. Did you guys still celebrate your birthday for friends after elementary school? After elementary school, I've never celebrated my birthday for friends anymore. Why is that? Why is, like, in elementary school you have birthday parties, but then after that, just nothing anymore. It's weird. You're invited to my birthday was like a shot to me, yeah. We have cake, that's it. Yeah, but for your friends? With your friends? Do your friends come? Or is it just your family? I do what I love most. Chill my own space. Friends? Yeah, that's a good point. Didn't consider that. What are those? I don't know, man. How social is your sister? Very. Very social. She's living with 2 roommates right now. Will you ever be an uncle? I don't know. Really could go either way, I feel like. I don't know. That's something I cannot answer. However, my sister has said before that she wanted to move to Australia. She now has also retracted that statement, so I don't know, man. Chances of Dice becoming your brother is 0. Absolutely 0. That is not possible. I want to point out that my sister is in a relationship right now. Have I said that before on stream? I don't know. And she's very happy as far as I can tell, so... I don't know. No, that's never happening. I mean, one thing I do see happening is becoming like a how would you call it? An uncle of Dice's children? In a way? I don't know. How would you call that? A god uncle? I don't know. No, definitely not. I don't know. That's what I wouldn't mind? Yeah, exactly. Like, A non-biological... And a biological uncle would be bad? Doesn't sound bad either. I'm just, like, my sister is very well aware that if she ever gets children, there's no way I will ever take care of them. Absolutely not. That is not my business. Hear me out, if a relationship doesn't work out... No, no, no. Just no. I'm gonna just leave my sister alone, how about that? Sounds like a much better idea. No thanks. Okay, Bob, now you're just being weird. Now you're just being weird. You'd be perfect friends? We're pretty good friends, I'd say, yeah? Probably. What is that? Good save. No, me and Dice are friends. I don't see why I would ever want to be with Dice in that way. No. Oh, that sounds so wrong, bro. Ew. Oh, I don't want to switch. I mean, how about you, Bob? Don't you have a lot of female friends? The other chatter needs to stop. Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, how interesting would it be if in like 20 years there were like mini Bobs walking around? All of them needing their own stretching desk? How about that, Bob? Robot wife. No, that's just weird, dude. The world would be on fire. No, I believe that. That sounds believable. No, robot wife is weird. I don't like that one. People do already do that. Aren't people married to like Hatsune Miku or something? Like, what the heck, bro? Someone got married to ChatGPT? Oh, yeah. But then when the newest ChatGPT, or like when ChatGPT like 4 or something was discontinued, they basically lost their partner or something. I've read about that. That's so bad. Like, oh my god. That's just not real though. Like, right? That's surely not. It's so bad. It's sad, it really is, yeah. It's extremely believable. It is though. ChatGPT says what you want him to say. Yeah, fair. I don't know. You know, there is a very much a declining birth rate in the world right now. And stuff like this probably ain't happening. Whoa, no, Bob, what the frick? You know what actually can fix it though? AI. The reason that declining birth rate is bad is because we need people in certain places for the world to function. If I can take over, you know, a lot of those jobs, actually wouldn't be terrible, you know? That is what AI is made for. To support humanity. You know? But instead of doing like the really annoying factory work that nobody wants to do, they're taking over all the jobs that people are interested in doing. So that kind of went the wrong direction. What if, hear me out, I get a son, you get a son, your son starts streaming and my son starts watching the streams. That is an interesting one. That definitely is an interesting one. I went to a restaurant once and there was a robot serving us and taking our dishes. I've seen that. I've never been to such a restaurant, but I've seen that. Like, what the hell, we live in the future. Yeah, I mean, that is how the future works, right? We live in the present. That's a good point, actually. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. But yeah, I don't know. There's like a job shortage going on like in so many different industries, but there are also so many people jobless. I really don't understand how that happens, but I guess what do I know? Guys, what would be our theme song? I don't know. Why would we have a theme song? Also, 3500 unknown. Might not be a bad time to end stream for today. I think this is gonna be it for today. Yeah, okay, but that's just a job's fault then, so there's not really a job shortage. There's a fake job shortage. Evening, right? There will probably be in Minecraft evening stream today, yes. I don't want to guarantee anything, stuff can happen, but likely, I do plan on doing that. So... Right. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again some other time. Bye-bye!